Welcome back. Our next guest pretty much made this happen. Steve Vogler with the Calysto Group. Steve, tell us more about the Calysto Group and what do you guys provide?
Absolutely, Josh. So Calysto Group, we are a cybersecurity-focused managed IT service provider. So we take care of our clients' business and technology needs across the board with a cybersecurity focus, meaning that we're protecting them end-to-end across all aspects of their operation.
And Steve, again, I have to stress the fact you made this news desk possible with the Southeast Michigan Chamber of Commerce. Talk about your relationship between the Calysto Group and the Chamber. How long have you guys been connected?
Yeah, we've been in the Chamber for 2.5 years now.
All right.
And it's been a phenomenal relationship. So the Southeast Michigan Chamber, it is connections, it is business, obviously, right? But more than that, it's community building. And that's the part that really attracted Calysto to the Southeast Michigan Chamber in particular, is that sense of community and the connectedness of the members and the willingness of John and John to really take hand in hand and say, you need to talk to so-and-so. They really follow through with those relationships, and that's what really makes it special for us.
Do you have any personal memories so far in the past 2.5 years that really stand out to you?
Oh yeah, when we were first getting started with the Chamber, my partner and I, Jamie Dunn, we sat down with John Long and John Johnson, and we just kind of laid out who we are and what we do. They didn't get it at all, but they took the time to get it before we walked away from that table, and they knew right away who we needed to talk to. So they really took the time to listen and understand what we are, not just IT, but the relationship building, the cybersecurity elements of that, and right away knew how to integrate us. So from day one of working with them, it was a phenomenal experience.
Okay. Steve, tell me this, for someone who isn't familiar with managed IT services, what does the Calysto Group do, and what makes your approach unique compared to other IT providers?
Yeah, so I like to break it down really simple for business owners. We make sure that your network works, your email mails, right? We take care of the ins and outs, the daily, so it's the help desk, but it's also the proactive pieces, and it's making sure that no bad actors are getting inside of your systems, inside of your organization.
The logistics.
The logistics.
They tend to matter.
Yeah, absolutely.
In terms of cybersecurity threats, what are some of the bigger threats you're seeing right here, right now?
Yeah, so the big buzzwords for many years had been ransomware. Now we're moving directly into extortion. So they're skipping the encryption of your files. They're skipping all of the pieces that gave you an opportunity to get a way out. They're moving straight to extortion and saying, we've got your data, we've got your client's data, and we're going to put it on the dark web if you don't act right now. And we're seeing that happen in real time. And so the technologies change, the procedures change. So having somebody that can look at that and really guide you through it in that ever-changing landscape, critical to business owners. It's no longer if, it's really become when. And that attention to cybersecurity, that attention to what's going on is ever more critical, where cybersecurity is no longer a luxury, it's a requirement for businesses today.
You're reminding me of a movie called The Beekeeper.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
But it's also a concerning movie, a disturbing movie, because that's real life.
Yes, that's absolutely correct.
All right. So, okay, if a business owner is watching this, they're thinking, probably fine. What's one of the warning signs that should make them take IT security more seriously?
The warning sign is thinking that you're probably fine. Honestly, because if you don't have a dedicated spend and a dedicated attention specifically to cybersecurity, you're not fine. If you have an internal IT team or a managed IT service provider that's not talking to you regularly about changes in cybersecurity and about requirements, you're not fine. If you're skirting the line of the bare minimums, which we would consider multi-factor authentication everywhere, managed detection and response everywhere, those are the minimums. If you're not talking about those things regularly with your IT department, you really need to have an honest look inside and outside the organization and really see what the impact, what's the risk of cybersecurity incidents.
Are people looking at cost or just being naive?
I think that these days, cost has become much less of a factor, and it's more naivety.
Okay.
Because really, once we educate our clients, once we educate our prospects, it becomes a no-brainer. The costs are marginal. There are costs, of course, but it's not astronomical. It's not it's not adding a whole new team. It's really just putting smart protections in place and having a plan. And the plan is really the biggest part of it all, having somebody that can walk you through, here's what we're going to do and how it's going to go, so that you know where your gaps are and you can focus on closing those. We like to use analogies. We talk about eating the elephant one bite at a time. You're never going to eat the entire cybersecurity elephant, but you can get a couple really good bites in that are going to do a lot for your business and really help to protect you.
Steve, what are some of the changes or trends you're seeing in your industry?
Okay, so the softball answer on changes and trends is AI. Everybody's talking about it. I'd be foolish not to address it. AI is everywhere. It's in everything. We're big proponents of AI when used smartly, but again, you've got to consult, you've got to work with experts and professionals. We partner with several AI consultants that we bring into our clients, because what we don't want to hear is, we need to implement AI by Q4. We want to hear, we've got a problem or a challenge and we think AI can help us solve it. Let's figure out the best right way to do that. So approaching that from really a pragmatic sense and logically walking through how AI can help you, as opposed to the fear of missing out and saying we just need AI for the sake of AI. So that's really been the biggest trend, and the only thing I'd like to tack on to that is what we already addressed, which is kind of that cost mindset. That's a huge change in our industry, where cybersecurity truly is viewed as an essential mission critical aspect. And so the cost associated with that is less of a barrier. It really has become more of an education process.
What lessons have you learned as a founder, as a professional leader?
The technology doesn't matter. The tools don't matter. It's the people. Technology evolves and it changes. Tools, we'll swap out tools left and right to get the best right thing. But the people and the process, that's what matters. That's what sets one managed service provider apart from another. And having that right team that can clearly understand the issues, clearly communicate those issues to the end user, to the business owner, and help to make informed and educated decisions rather than just spewing technobabble and scaring people into doing what they want to do. It's important that we have the people that can educate, bring their knowledge up to make informed decisions.
All right, a lot of good information. Steve Vulgar with the Calysto Group. We appreciate your time.
Thanks, Josh, appreciate it.
Good stuff. And we'll be right back.